What's up, fam? What if I told you that there's no such thing as a ceiling? I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that there is a sort of a psychology when it comes to ceilings. And what I want to submit to you today is I even want to give you the audacity to disagree with the psychology of a ceiling. The psychology of the ceiling suggests that it's only so high you can go in life. Psychology of the ceiling even suggests that you can only go so far. I want to submit to all of us, ladies and gentlemen, for your consideration today, to give you a little momentum on a Monday so that your entire week can be successful. I want to tell you to disagree with the psychology of the ceiling, because God never made you a building. He called for you to be a builder. Yeah, you have not been called to be a building, just something that's on display, that's minimized. No, sir, no, ma'am. I believe that God has called you to be a builder. You are a builder of things. God has gifted every single one of us, I believe, with the ability to build. Pastor Joe, what do you mean the ability to build? The ability to create something, the ability to lift something, the ability to start something. There are so many of you all out there who are listening to me today that you've been living as a building, but God has called you to be a builder. Again, you were never supposed to be minimized. You are always supposed to live to maximize this experience called life. All of us, ladies and gentlemen, are experiencing this thing that we call life. Maybe you've heard this before, or maybe you haven't heard this before, that we are spiritual beings having a natural encounter. All right, we are spiritual beings having a natural encounter. So which suggests unto us, ladies and gentlemen, that this earthen realm is not our natural habitat, that we come from something greater. So then which lets me know, if I come from something greater, then I'm supposed to be living on a greater level than what this world has even to offer. And I even want to go a step further and let you know, ladies and gentlemen, that you don't have to minimize what you are doing in life when God has given you the power to maximize every opportunity. I'm Pastor Jovan Wheat, Senior Pastor of Alive Church. To all of my Alive Nation who are watching, I want you to take on the mindset this week of a builder. Something that's pretty critical that I think that is warrant your attention today, and that is worthy of your attention today, is that anytime someone begins to build some kind of a skyscraper, or they begin to build some type of a tall building, what makes it critical, ladies and gentlemen, is really not how high they're trying to go, but how solid their foundation. Let me say it again, strong. So many of us are trying to do so many things on a shallow foundation. And the truth of the matter is, in order for you to go to the next level, you have to make sure your foundation is strong. What do you believe in? More importantly, who do you believe in? Can I tell you, my friend, that my hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness? I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly lean on Jesus' name. On Christ, the solid rock I stand. All of the ground is sinking sand. Can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that if your hope, if your foundation is Jesus Christ, then there's another level to your life. Say that again. If your foundation is Jesus Christ, then there's another level to your life. I want to tell you, my friend, that I want you to take on the psychology of a builder. A builder is strategic. They don't just build anywhere, but they do their proper research to find out if what I want to build can stand on where I'm looking to build. Let me say it again. If what I want to build, is it in agreement with the land that I'm looking at to be able to build on? Let me ask you a question. What is your strategy this week to build whatever it is that God has placed into your spirit to build? As I told you before, Alive Church Nation, that victory requires a strategy. Again, victory requires a strategy. Yeah, for some of us, really for all of us, if we was in a certain particular type of form right now, I would tell you that praise will get it done for you. But the truth of the matter is, the reality is, ladies and gentlemen, if we are theologically sound, praise can only do so much. You really need a strategy. Come on. I'm talking about longevity. I'm talking about the next level. Yeah, praise can open up the door, but your strategy is going to keep that door open. Let me say it even better than that. Praise can open up a door, but a strategy can create more doors. I want to bless somebody and tell you that there is purpose, there is victory to every single strategy. What is your strategy this week? Not talking about next week, not talking about next month. I'm talking about this week, ladies and gentlemen. What is your strategy? What are you building? And what is the strategy to get it done? I get to thinking about family, my family, and what I want for the future for my family. I get to thinking about Alive Church and what I desire for Alive in the future. I get to thinking about some personal goals of my own and get to thinking about where I want to be in the next few years. And what I said to myself is, at some point, I have to turn my determination into a strategy. Because every builder has a desire. Can I stop here and ask you, what's your desire? And then what is your strategy that's going to support that desire? What is the strategy that's going to undergird that desire? What is the strategy? Your strategy that is going to put that desire into motion, into fruition, ladies and gentlemen, into plan. But then not only that, but I got to thinking about when people build, what is the purpose of their building? What are you building for? Oh, this is so good. Not only the strategy, ladies and gentlemen, I get to thinking about my house, my home, my family, thinking about my church, thinking about my personal life, thinking about my city. And the question that comes to mind is, what are you doing it for? What is the purpose? Because, ladies and gentlemen, if there's really not a purpose behind it, it's only purpose that is going to sustain efforts. Let me say it again. It's only purpose that causes you to sustain efforts. Because if there's no real purpose, you will fold under pressure. This is good. If there's no real purpose, then you would give up at the sign of adversity. But I want you to know that where there is purpose, attached to that purpose is a promise. That whatever God has purpose for you to do, He promises to help you to fulfill it. So can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, here is how we win in 10. Not only do you need to have a desire in life, not only do you need to have a desire for this week, but you need to have a plan, and that plan needs to have a purpose. And it's really the purpose that should develop the plan. Say it again, Pastor. It's the purpose that develops the plan. And once you find purpose and then you attach the plan, then, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, you will see the promise unfold. This is Pastor Joe Von Wheat, Senior Pastor of the greatest church in the world, Alive Church. I approve this message, and we just won in 10.